Wonder if well, I can't imagine why. Yeah, this is still the same. I have no idea what happened with that. Maybe I'll have to remove Hindi as the language. Well, I guess I can keep it for now and see if I can solve it later on. Right. Today I'm continuing with extend bot functionality. Game looks fine. Let's do a quick test message. Okay, test message works. You can see it on stream as well. It's good. Right. The database will ask for a password again. Right. Okay. Menu. So where did I stop yesterday? I added extend all. That. Right. The handler setup weeks. So now I need to handle how many weeks? Maybe I need a new data class that can be slowly filled in along the way. Yeah, that sounds like something I should do. Let's see. How can I call it? Data class. Pretty sure it's supposed to hold all the information that is needed for extending. Well, I guess not. The extension is not the main thing. It's the invoice is the main thing. See how it's constructed. Right. So invoice. Oh, I need to create instance of invoice, which comes from where? PayPal REST SDK. Right, so I need to import PayPal REST SDK. And I create an instance of invoice. See, what does it have? Any documentation inside? Not really. Go to invoice. Alright. Invoice new, invoice create. Class method? What's class methods mean? Can I just look at its description? Not really. Right, built-ins. Search for class method. Transforms method into a class method. Class method receives a class as implicit first argument, just like an instance method receives instance. The declarer used okay. class method can be called either on the class or an instance. The instance is ignored except for its class. Class method is called for a derived class. The derived class object is passed as the implied first argument. Class methods are different from C++ or Java static methods. If you want to, if on those, see static methods. So what's the difference? Why would you need a class instance? The class method is called in derived class. The derived class object is passed as. So I guess it can help with inheritance or something. Static method. Okay. Damn, there are so many decorators. I should I should learn them. At some point, if I'll continue writing code in Python, maybe I should actually properly learn it. Right. Learning along the way, because learning along side writing a project is very painful. Yeah, that's something I should definitely do. Right. Ooh, I know what I haven't checked in a while. Haven't checked. Level 1. Nine hours ago. Latest post. Okay. We're talking about something unrelated. Artwork. Like there's still an announcement on the winners. Yeah. I wonder how long it will take. It was supposed to be judged at the beginning of January. I guess they want to judge the coding part as well. Oh well. It's really important at the moment. Right. So how do I actually construct that invoice? I mean, this invoice. So I can just look where this is referenced. This merchant info. Well, basically you need to construct a dictionary. With another dictionary inside for email. Billing info. And the message gets content. Oh, so message is the message that people entered. Oh, so the email gets... Well, I guess since the email was entered the last... Well, it was the last step. So current message content is the email. And items Items is just a list of dictionaries. Name, quantity, unit price, currency, value. Okay, so to construct an invoice, I need items which have yeah, I'm not sure what's. It seems like very workaround, like a very roundabout way of constructing an invoice. I'm sure there is a way to use this invoice library much more efficiently. Let's try looking for the documentation. And find one. Right, invoice, SDK, Python, documentation. Create, process and manage payments. Okay, this is the source code. I don't think this is gonna have anything. Yeah, there's nothing new here. And API reference. I don't think this will be specific to Python. Alright, API. Well, I guess I don't think I will be actually trying to remake this. I kind of want to be done with this already. So I guess I'll just reuse this code, this whole magic that constructs the invoice. And where does it get? Invoice create, invoice send. Okay. Where does PayPal account come from? Ah, so it's read from the configuration. Okay. I guess that's part of this do not show on stream config file. Right. Guess I can just have this method. So items, probably look at the invoice, the full process. Oh, so if first of all I get all the items. A list of dictionaries. Seems like there should be some built-in, like... voice... doesn't even have in it. Create, delete, update, post. Create. Token. Post. All of these inherit from resource. Okay. So it calls object method, set attribute, data, an empty dictionary. I heard this is a bad practice to use dictionaries like this. Request ID, error. Yeah, this looks very odd. Doesn't feel right at all. Yeah, because what I'm trying to figure out how will I keep transferring data further and further on. Because I don't really have a convenient way of doing that. Not sure. Let's not do data class just yet. I should. PayPal account. See. Let's my text editor. Okay, it's here. Open with system editor. Okay. See, do I even have it set here? I don't really see anything with related to PayPal. Ah. Well, I guess that's something to sort out after the stream, off stream. Okay, so. Okay, I just need to keep in mind that I need to save all the data I get to the end. So let's go back to ConfigBots up here. What? I had to sneeze. Right. Almost finished my coffee. Right. So the next step will be setup weeks. Right. Oh, so this is the menu that asks for it. And before that, you already have the selection. When I select all, variables, I guess I need to save this list as well to pass it along. Oh, menu variables, make a new list, append bot. Oh, so bot gets appended. many variables. I guess this can be passed along. To the next menu. I guess I should create a new data class. Yeah. PayPal invoice. Let's see. So it needs a couple of things. Items, for one, items. The list. Get a list. List type. Well, I guess you can check this construction and see what else is needed. So first of all, it needs items, people account. So I guess this is merchant, so this is my PayPal account, which is just an email, I imagine. Account, yeah. Like it's just an email. Well, I don't really need to save it since it's in the configuration, so I can get it from there. Content will be billing info email, so email actually will be provided by the user at the very end. I don't really need to include it here. Items. Guess what is needed is the amount. So I guess it's gonna be part of the item. Yeah. Maybe I could just add this to the bot instance. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Well, I guess this is the only spot where I actually use the bot class. For now, at least. I should create a new class, data class. How should I do this? Invoice item? And they will have all of these things. Okay, invoice. Items, email, come from the user, PayPal account, and that's it. Okay, I guess each item has the name, will be bot payment ID and bot name. So this is bug. Quantity is part of the item. Unit price. Huh. I wish I could say it's per week. Because now quantity, I imagine, is just a number or a string. Yeah, weeks is an integer, looks like. Okay, let's make an invoice item. Invoice item. Let's data class as well. Data class. And the data class has a name. Name, which is string. quantity, which is a number, integer. Quantity. Then it has that price, which is a dictionary. Okay, unit. I guess I already have prices declared. Well, I guess I won't be able to actually map the type because I don't really, well, I don't have information about the types. Don't really need it. Maybe I should have the quantity and price defined to you. Price. And that's gonna be a dictionary. Very particular dictionary. Would be nice. I'm sure there's a way to convert all of this, the instance, into a dictionary. There must be a way. I think I tested something like this. Where's my console? Not here? Here it is. Oh. Guess I haven't run it in a while. Well, well, I haven't run it today. That's another dictionary. I guess I could. Yeah, I guess it won't actually work. Unit price. Guess I need to have another data class. Class type. Unit price. You can call it PayPal. Add PayPal to all of this. Just know to indicate that these are PayPal specific things. So for one, it has currency, which is always euros. String, which is always equal to euro. Then value is what price? C type. Right, where do I actually do the assignment? This is just a general dictionary bot. Oh, config invoice bots. Yeah, this is way too confusing. What? So config in this meaning is not doesn't mean configuration, it's just setup for the invoices. Oh. Oh, and I guess I use it to create the I need. Yeah, this is terrible. Oh. Well, I guess that's why I'm rewriting all of this, because this is an unmanageable. Well, the value must be a float. I just would like to confirm that. So bot prices. Oh, so bot prices is just a normal dictionary, okay? Like it's defined here. Yeah, so it's floats. Okay. Float. Right, which will have to be provided. Creating a new instance. Okay. Should do it like this. So the required values go first. A little bit easier to manage. Go back. Where was it? Where was the definition here? I think this is it for data classes, and this will be unit price is of type people unit price and the head actually defined. Right. So now the invoice, the rest of the details for the invoice. Items will be a list. Invoice items. I'm pretty sure there is a way in Python to define the type of list items as well. I don't really see a point. Should I? Cursor, no. List. Type T. Okay. Key type variable. A version of list useful for annotating return types. When it arguments, it is preferred to use an abstract collection type, such as sequence or iterable. It returns a list. I guess this is how you define the type. And this is how I declare the class. Well, sort of. Well, not really a class, but some internal Python magic from the looks of it. Okay, so if I do this, list of type, well, invoice item. Oh, now this has to be very back, which is fine. Okay. Create a people invoice need items. Then I need people account and content. Right. Well, I guess my PayPal account is actually actually public, since everyone on the invoice gets my PayPal account, which is every time bots at gmail.com. Pretty sure that's what it means. Do I use actually anything else from PayPal? PayPal REST SDK. Oh, looks like use it. So this is how I set it up. Unbox or live, client ID, client secret. Okay, so those should be in the configuration file, but they are not. Where could they be now? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll have them sorted off stream anyways. But yeah, looks like this is the preparation for interacting with PayPal. And here, okay. Right. Okay, well, at least I have data classes defined now. And I guess I can construct it here. Actually need this list of bots now. Now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure this is the only place I used it. Only print it out as bug. Variable. So I add all of this to the menu. This time I want to add instance of invoice, PayPal invoice. Right. Okay. Okay, so first of all I need a list. How should I refactor this? Because invoice is just a list of PayPal invoice items. So first of all I need a list. I can use menu variables still, keep them. This doesn't really give much. Right. What type? Oh yeah, so this gets the price from the database. And here I create a bot instance. Instead of this, I should create a PayPal invoice item instance. Oh, I already have item. Invoice item. Tools. Invoices. Oh, I mean classes. People invoice item. First of all, needs a name. Is actually like that. So the name is actually a combination of wait, I saw a very cool way to define strings. Yeah, something like this. Ah, which field is which now? What definition? So first is ID, which is none. Type is second variable. Signed, operation date, and payment ID. Then the name is last. So first of all, I want the name. I do this. Then I add a dash. And I have... I don't remember. Let's check. Or maybe I'm doing it the wrong way around. Yeah, so payment ID goes first, then the name. Okay. So since this is the name, this is payment ID. Here. Right. So this basically will construct the name that will be set. Then I need item name quantity, which has to be an integer. Oh, the quantity is it's not actually defined yet. I guess I can use the minimum amount when I have it. Oh, but it needs to be set for each item. Let's have it at 0 for now. And I can update. Ah, that's not really what I want. Setup weeks. I guess I can live with this for now, because I don't really know the number of weeks. Well, the user has to enter that data, so I guess I can leave it as at 0. Then unit price, a new instance, price, classes, well, price, which only needs the price of the item, so price bot type. Okay, so this should create a item that I can add to the new variables list instead of bots. I would have so all of this is not needed anymore. Price per week. And extract the price per week from a new item. Price value. Right. So now the menu item variable, where is it? Yeah, menu item variables has the list of PayPal invoice items that will be used in the end to construct the invoice itself. Extend selected, and it goes along. And what setup? Menu context, handler. Handler is setup weeks. So it passes along to this, which handles the input of the user when the user is asked for how many weeks he wants to extend the bot for. Right. Okay. Basically, it has to check. First of all, I need to check if the text is actually valid. Selection menu. So this is the menu which has the variables inside it. Okay. Right. Oh, minimum weeks. Yeah, I kinda need that as well. Where is it? Description field. Price per week, so I guess I can extract it from the description field. Price per week. Okay. Because I want to display the total cost before the user can enter its email. Well, at the same time, well, in the menu that asks for user's email, it should display how much will they pay in total. Well, I could also list all the items. That kinda sucks, since I don't really have a way of displaying a list of things. It would be nice, but it's not really necessary. I guess I could just have a string constructed and inserted into the label, into the translation. Because none of these will be... well, none of the invoice items have actually any translation. At least they shouldn't have. Okay. So first... how should I do this? I kinda wanna make a separate method for checking validating the input. But the validation will be the quantity will be an integer of the string text. So whatever user inputted will try to be converted into an integer. And I think it throws an exception, so maybe it should be... I don't even want to look at this, how I validate the input. Hey, hello. Just got a notification arrived today. Well, I sent it today, so it makes sense that it arrived. I'm dealing with PayPal at the moment, PayPal portion. This is the important part, because this is how I get paid for the bot. But how do I actually validate that? Extend weeks come from content. I just do an integer conversion? What if it throws an exception? I guess I catch it somewhere up here? Really? User message, maybe this has a try catch block? No? Okay. Just a little late, was learning DOM manipulation in JavaScript. Interesting topic. Yeah, document is... Well, if I remember correctly, DOM is the document, referring to the whole page. And, well, yeah, it is... Well, it's a very important subject. Yeah, since I'm mostly, well, I don't really work on front end. I have very little experience with front end. I don't really remember having to do that. And manipulation means changing it using the JavaScript. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, it is pretty cool. You can dynamically change it. Like it's well, there are many uses for that. I wonder what happens if I try to do... Okay, let's look in the documentation. Built-in functions. Int. Integer base constructed from string x. Turn 0 if blah blah. Truncates towards C. If x is not a number, or if base is given, string. I guess if it's not a number, or if base is given. A little odd way to describe it. Minus, no space in between. Array. Presenting an integer literal? Oh, so it has to be an integer literal representation. Okay, so you can have a plus or minus sign. Okay. Sent you a picture on Discord. Oh, did. Check it out. Global crypto community, wow. Times a week we raise the values of different tokens into space using pumps. So, wow, that's even on, what is this, LinkedIn? Looks like it could be. Guzelia Kudryashova. Yeah. Oh, it's Instagram. Oh, okay. So I guess the bots are spamming all platforms. Yeah. Well, I only get them on Discord because that's the only platform I actually check for messages. I can read Russian, yes. I can. I know. Like, I'd say my Russian is like 3rd grade level. I can understand what people are saying, and I can, in a broken way, eventually can convey what I want to say in Russian. But I kinda know Russian, yes. We had to pick a couple of, we had to pick 2 foreign languages in school, and my choices were, first foreign language was English, and the second one was Russian. I know a little bit of Russian. English we studied for like 10 years. I think I started at like 3rd grade or 4th grade, maybe 8 years. Oh, something along those lines. And Russian I studied for like 3 or 4 years. Oh, And it takes a while to even to learn. Well, I guess it doesn't take all that long to learn their alphabet. You just need to know which letter is which, pretty much. Oh, speaking about foreign languages, where is it? Look what happened to my Hindi. Like it all got converted into squares for some reason. I'm not really sure how and when and why. Because it was working fine previously. Yeah. Yeah, actually, could you message the test? Oh, actually, can I run it now? I think I can. Simpleton. Run it. Quick. Oh, okay, it has an error. Is not subscriptable. I've gotten this error, purple invoice. Type error. Oh, I guess I can't define the type like this. Okay. Let's have it. This. Can I test on objects? Yeah, that's what I want you to do. So you should be able to find if you go to my Discord, and well, probably not gonna be somewhere along the users. Yeah, there is. It is among the users. You can find it and message it. I'll try messaging it. Or I guess you can test bot. Test config. Maybe it won't find it, yeah, because it never posted any messages in chat. I guess you just have to go through the list of users. Yeah, there's only 500 online today, so just scroll down to T. Maybe I could assign it bot role as well, so it will actually be visible. How do I do that? Oh yeah. Just how to manage Discord. ST roles bot. Okay, now it should be at the very top, next to ConfigBot. Test ConfigBot. So whenever ready, just send him a message, like any message. Well, yeah, basically you type anything and you will get a response, and you know, you should know how how to proceed from here. I'm mostly interested if Hindi gets displayed correctly. Is this bot live? It is live. If you go to my Discord, like my Discord with my bot's Discord, not the streaming Discord, not the community server, but Everytime bots. So not this one, but this one. That's where all of my bot users are, and that's where the test config bot is. I guess I could add it to the community server as well. Interesting. Can you find it? The ID. How do I actually invite bots? I don't remember. Okay, let me know when you message the bot. Even show as an option. Are you messaging testbot? Or are you messaging, because I don't see your message. You probably message configuration bot, which is the production version, and I'm working with test config bot, which is, well, right below it. Because ConfigBot doesn't have the Hindi. Yeah, there are two versions. Like I'm not I'm not working on the only version that is working. Like I need people to be able to set up bots when I'm working on this one. This one will be live eventually. This test ConfigBot code will run under ConfigBot eventually, but not yet. Because whenever you enter something, I should get some log entries here. So that's what I'm waiting for. Invite. Actually, that. SDK. Not really interested in this. Bot to Discord. Then I don't see any messages. Bot. Loading Discord is down. Doesn't look like it's down. Let's see. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I get the response. Be working fine. Let's do this. Make this full screen. So yeah, I got a message from me. It used to filter out messages that are not from me. If that check is still here, shouldn't be. It ignores messages from the bot and public messages. So yeah, it shouldn't matter who is messaging the bot. You're messaging it. Okay, I got the message. Yeah, so see your user. So you should see, well, is the Hindi looking good? Hindi works. Okay, that's good. So I guess it's just broken on my side for some reason. Oh, I have no idea why it's broken suddenly. Because it was working fine just a couple of days ago. Oh, okay. The translation file looks fine as well. So Hindi looks like it's supposed to here. Actually, I wanted to ask you about translations. Because I was... Maybe it's because your system languages include Hindi fonts? Well, it was working fine like a couple of days ago. If you remember before, when I was testing it, when I just introduced the Hindi, it looked fine on Discord. I was able to, like, well, it looked normal, like it's supposed to look. Some bots. Russian bots are attacking. Yeah, so I'm a bit skeptical about the issue with my platform. I think the Discord update went through since then, and after the Discord update, I get the Hindi got broken. So as long as you don't go to create new bot, then you should be fine, and what else is not implemented? Well, editing is not implemented, but you don't really have any bots to edit, so if you go to the list should be empty. And if you go and try to create a new bot, I think it will crash. But yeah, the translations, well, I guess I'll need your help to check the translations if they make sense. Doesn't crash? What doesn't crash? A new bot? I'm pretty sure it's not. I press 1. Oh, it actually doesn't. Yeah, so the first menu is, but if you go beyond this, it will crash. So, yeah, I forgot about that I implemented that menu. Right. So Hindi, okay, so Hindi is not actually broken. One translation I found is not good. It should say new as Aya, but it says new. Okay, where is that? Which menu? So let's start with that. Then I can find which translation you're talking about. Also, your killbot, okay. Oh, so new is actually used quite a lot. Oh, a new killbot. So in the new bot menu, so the title is create new bot. No, actually title is new bot. So new is incorrect. Bot menu. Battle bot. New bot menu. So here it's wrong. So it should be like this. Kinda looks like that already. But you know, I can't really read Hindi, so this should be like that. Oh, so it's the same way as in the list below. Okay. Sounds good. So that has been updated. Well, let me know if you see anything else. Actually, go to the list bots and try extending. I think there might be, yeah, this probably won't be right. And it looks like it crashed. Oh, you tried to create a new bot. Yeah, a new bot will crash. I don't think it's gonna be working. I think it's just broke at this point. Yeah. So I need to restart it. Yeah, I clicked new bot and it crashed, yeah, so. So you mean you create new kill bot or new battle bot? You mean you clicked here? Because create new bot, this shouldn't crash. Because new bot could refer to both of these, I guess. Create new bot and the particular bot. If it crashed here in this menu, then it's all good. Like that's expected. New killbot, yeah. So new killbot. So these are not implemented yet. So I'm working on the list bots, list configuration bots. So on the second menu. So languages is fully implemented, so you can go and switch languages and it should be fine. And list configuration bots, it has quite a few options. So I'm working on those. So cancel works, delete works, claim bot works, extend bot. So this is the current one I'm working on. What to do after a crash? Well, I need to run it again. So I basically need to restart it, and yeah, now you can start messaging it again, and it can start handling messages again. Because when it crashes, it just there is no exception handling at the moment. Well, there shouldn't be by my logic. Like your application shouldn't crash at all. So if something happens that shouldn't happen, I'm completely fine with the application crashing. It should be written in a way where it doesn't crash. So any user can crash the whole server. Yes, but you know, well, the point is when it's actually done, it shouldn't crash at all. Like you shouldn't be able as a user find a way to crash it. Like all of the options, all of the inputs should be handled in a way where application doesn't crash. And if the application crashes, then it means I didn't think of something and I need to go and fix it. So, you know, I would rather have an application that crashed and no one can use it, rather than have an application that does something I didn't intend it to do. Like I didn't think of something. So I write an application in a way where I handle all the possible inputs. Well, that looked like in a crash. Base type required. What is this? Stressed. Well, you got a new bot again. Okay. Maybe there's someone else pressing this. No, this is from you, Crashed again at 2. In first menu. Oh, that shouldn't do. Okay, that shouldn't happen. Let's look what happened here. So the last message was oh, you said hi. Connecting to the base, getting the user. Oh, you said bye. Okay. What? I'm not really sure. Doesn't look like you actually picked an option, or did you? Okay, found the user. Second option in the first menu. Click to end, it crashed. Because it looks like you pressed on new bot. Oh. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, configure bots. Yeah, that shouldn't crash. Okay, let's restart it and try again. Because something is not properly handled. Because just pressing 2 shouldn't crash. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it doesn't handle properly when the user has no bots. Yeah, because if I run it and if I press 2, it all works fine because I have a list of bots to be displayed. And if you try to do that, I think it will crash. Let's look at that code. And I think it crashes because there's nothing to display. Let's see. I list bots. Bots menu. Right. So this is the start. Get user bots. So this, when it doesn't have any entries, what does it do? It creates menu context. Menu items is a dictionary, empty dictionary. Custom buttons will be added later. I guess this is not the problem. Problem is menu. Okay, let's get options, title, handler, item button, menu items is none. It checks if it's none. storage should crash. Oh, call handler. Get title, get options list. This is... Oh. So it checks if it's none. And it doesn't check if it's an empty list. But that crash doesn't say anything about this. Can you crash it again? I wanna check what the error is. I don't really see why it should crash at that particular point. Done? Okay. Okay, see. But crash is doing this, sending a response. Not valid for some reason. Message. This field is required. Base type. So sending the response crashes because something is not defined. In with that. Menu. So I take content, buttons. Yeah, this is a little bit bizarre. Let's see. Okay. I will ask you to do this. Oh no, sorry, not yet. Second, I wanna run it in debug. So I actually can investigate what kind of variables are assigned, what the object actually looks like. So can you crash it again? Please. That would be very helpful. Bug. Yeah, do it again. This time I will actually, well, I have a breakpoint where it crashes. So yeah, I can see how it looks like. So you wouldn't get any response now either. So message, content, user context. User context should be fine. Yeah, looks good. Current menu. Let's see, components are current menu get buttons. The actual sending gets, which is very odd. The client is fine. Okay, let's go to the menu and show. Because that is a little bit cryptic. Hey, hello, hello Night Hunter. I'm debugging code that risk here crashed. Let's step in. It's 5. Yeah, 5. So message text. Okay, this looks good. Description. It's good. Select. Okay, so get options. Okay, so the message looks fine. So this gets constructed properly. Okay. Get buttons. Okay. Oh. I guess I know what it is. It doesn't like that I add an empty see. Okay, I have an idea what's going on. VPN project abandoned? I don't want to say abandoned, maybe on pause. I figured out another project that could be easier to make than VPN because it doesn't require to know that so many different technologies. I was just out of well, basically I pulled an all-nighter one day and I was still recovering from it, so I wasn't streaming the week on evenings. That's what I want, not weekends. So yeah, it's that's the main issue. And also, the other project I have in mind is I always wanted to make this. It's not really all fleshed out. I want to make a document first about the project, explaining what I have in mind exactly. But it's basically it's like a website for showing, like for answering questions, like much like Stack Overflow, but with an emphasis on making questions so other people could answer, like making a questionnaires of sorts, if that makes sense. Well, basically, that would be the core feature. You make a question, which is multiple choice, that people can select how much they agree with each option, probably on a slider or something. And then you can also attach links to showcase. So for each case, like you can users can also add links to the source documents for or against that particular option in the question. If that makes sense. Like polls, yeah, it's like a combination of polls and Stack Overflow. So it's not as restricted as polls, but you can actually with a little bit more feedback. So yeah, it's hard to describe everything at once. So maybe I think I should put it into a document where I can properly structure it and figure out how it actually should look like and work, and then I can discuss it. But in the meantime, I think I'll just do more simple things. Yesterday I found the meaning of what Stack Overflow means. Oh, you figured out what Stack Overflow actually is. Yeah, that's a rare exception these days. You don't get that many of those. When you were studying recursion, oh yeah, recursion can definitely lead to Stack Overflow. But yeah, it's not that common these days. Yeah, I think it used to be a lot more common, like 10 years ago, in like languages like C, C++. Right. Maybe just the design progressed enough, and people just don't do mistakes like that anymore, or they aren't that common. Right, get menu item buttons. So I'm pretty sure this is where the issue is. Yeah, because it's an empty dictionary, that's why it goes into this. So it shouldn't add an action row. So I thought if I check if it's none. Oh, okay. I wonder if the check is not none, or self context menu items. Not equal. Empty dictionary. Guess this is not how you write not. Or not. Something like that. Let's see. Does this actually... Okay, it returns true. So the comparison actually works. Okay. Okay, it shouldn't crash anymore. So that was the fix. Wait, maybe I shouldn't do it like this. There's another way. This button, menu items. Oh, I guess I assign it for a second. So menu item gets created and menu item. Yeah, I guess I don't really initialize anywhere else. I think I'll stick with this. Let's see if this works. Okay, running it again. Yeah, okay, now it's running. I was thinking about fixing it, because there are two ways to do this. Because I already check if it's not none. Maybe instead of creating an empty dictionary, I could assign it none in those cases where user doesn't have any. Oh, it still crashes. Base type is required. Okay, it's not good. That is not what I would expect. It returns an empty list. It shouldn't be just empty list. Menu item buttons. Where I use it is not correct. Oh no, actually, this should be fine. Let's have some more breakpoints. Others? Right. Try again. This is bizarre. This shouldn't crash like that. I want it to be handled in a generic way because there are multiple menus that list all of your bots. And if you have none, they shouldn't crash. Now it looks like any menu would crash. Well, I guess I have an easy way to test it myself. I can just remove all the bots I have assigned to me. Can you crash it again? I have breakpoints set up now, so I can check if it actually happens. Really makes sense. So if I go here, so it should. Oh, it goes into this again. So this check doesn't actually do what I want. Oh. So it is not none. Okay, that was an oversight. Should be and, not or. Let's see. Oh, this is not. Save this. Okay, now it shouldn't crash. Oh, yeah, mistakes like that. Has to check if it's not none and not an empty list. Yeah, now it didn't crash. So this was the reason I adding a row for buttons, but I don't add any buttons, so it starts. Well, Discord complains that you can't have an action row with no buttons inside. Well, you can't really tell that. Yeah, it doesn't crash. Well, it shouldn't crash. So that's how it. Oh, that message. So if you check, everything else should be working. I guess delete, you won't have anything to delete. Yeah, it will look odd if you try and go delete something. If you press on other options, well, claiming probably would work. It will say select which bot you want to delete or something, and it just doesn't have anything to delete. Yeah, it's one of the test cases I need to test myself eventually. When you have no bots, how will everything work? Yep, it doesn't crash. Yes, I did something right. The application doesn't crash at least. But yeah, I'm currently working on extend bots. So on this option, I guess it won't work here. Ooh, and it crashed. Price, oh, divide by 0. What? Oh, that sucks. Shouldn't be like this. So yeah, price per week might be 0. Yeah, you need. I did crash extend all option, yeah, but no bots. Yeah, it makes sense. I try to divide by 0 because it calculates how many. Well, it calculates how many weeks you need to extend the bot for, like as a minimum number, because your total has to be at least €5. And yeah, since you don't have any bots, your total ends up being 0. Yeah, pro crash. Well. You can say that, I guess. Pro hacker, maybe. Even. How can I work around this though? Let's see. Yes, I can do. If price per week more than 0, or else 0. Wait, this is not the right. I'm missing. Okay, I need to check inline form of if. Just Google it, will be faster. Looking around my code. Card. Server status. Okay, so I guess this is how you invite. You need to have a link. Okay, doesn't matter. Python inline if. It looks like I already been here before. Let's see. So A if B. Oh, else. Oh, so it should be else. This. So it will do the division if price per week is more than 0. Otherwise it will just have 0. I guess it should just return an error. Yeah, maybe I should do something different here. What do you think? Maybe I shouldn't even let extend. Maybe extend should be an optional thing. If you don't have any bots, there's no point in having extend bots at all. And that's the best way to go about this. Let's see. Well, I guess both extend and delete, it's the same. You're using PayPal for the transaction? Yeah, well, I need to... Well, yes. Well, PayPal is the most widespread payment provider. Okay, so here... Okay, let's take claim. Okay, claim can stay extend. Probably like this for now. Have this if menu context. What was it? Fields menu items. Count. Sure, menu items is a list. No, it's actually a dictionary. See values, I guess. More than 0. Count work. Or was it length? I think it is length. It's a lot of work. You can only send it. Do you know how you can receive money in PayPal in India without registering yourself as a business owner? Oh, I have no idea about India. And I don't think it's... You can only send money. Huh. Sure, I don't remember it being a hassle to register as a business. Well, having a business account, I think there's very little difference between a normal account and a business account. But I guess if a normal account can't receive money, maybe there's some additional things they implemented. Buttons. You have delete. Value will be custom button. You need to submit a lot of docs. Yeah, okay, I guess it's different for India. Not sure why it is that way, but yeah. I didn't have to submit much anything when I register my PayPal account. But I guess we don't really have those same restrictions. Delete and extend. I wonder what orders will they be in. Right. Basically, the government said that you can't keep your money in any form of online wallet or app. You can only keep money in bank accounts. So all the wallet apps will have to do to this. Oh, that's... I have no idea. Oh yeah, I guess I heard something about India pushing for digital, like to have everything digital. They even had biometrics scanned, and like this is your way to verify your identity or something like that, and eventually it got hacked and leaked. Okay, this should fix this. Well, I guess you can get into a situation where the bot expires and you still have no bots. Yeah, I guess I need to handle that, keep that in mind in all cases. Right. Still works for me. I think the menu switched places. Yeah, cancel and delete have switched places. I'm not sure if I like it like that. It is kind of it's sorted alphabetically at the moment. Yeah, we have UPI transactions as a form of online payments. Here you have email ID for everyone which is linked to their bank accounts where you can send money. Simple, just add the email ID and one passcode and money sent. Well, if it is convenient, I guess I can see the utility of that. Right. I guess you can test now. You shouldn't be able to see these two buttons. You don't have any bots. So you should only see claim and cancel. Shouldn't be it. But yeah, I still need to figure out how to manage. What's the case? Not dead. There. E. Bot. Claim bot menu. Also part of the resources. Also part of PayPal, okay. Doesn't show any other options, okay. Oh, okay, that's good. I guess I can assign you a bot. We can try out claiming bots. Let's see. Give me a second, I'll message you a webhook. Should be able to use to claim a bot. Just need to figure out where can I find one? Disabled 3. Oh, so okay, this is not right. Can I list my own bots? Okay, so basically what I'm looking at is at the database. Operation ID, I need user ID. Contact from the configurations. User ID equal to 3. 3 is my ID. Oh, I have a lot of bots. I guess over the time I accumulated quite a bit. I need to join. Durations. What's a webhook? Webhook is a thing from Discord. So basically, it's an URL. They call it webhooks. Well, but I don't think webhook has a like a proper definition. Like each platform, when they use the term webhook, they mean something different. But usually it just means a URL, an endpoint which you can interact with, pretty much. But from the user standpoint, it just looks like a normal URL. Well, it's gonna be a very long URL, but actually, you know what? It can be a lot easier if I just go to the correct version. Well, the live version, which only has, well, the old version. So I can pick, say, the killbot, battlebot, maybe this one. Okay, I'll actually want to show my webhook on stream. I don't think it's right. Oh, actually, probably make a new one. Oh, see in 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to get some milk and groceries. Okay, sounds good. Right. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, I can test that later. It doesn't really need to be now. It's fine. So back to extend, which I'm supposed to be implementing now. Well, today. Okay. Setup weeks. What happens if I don't enter a number? That's the question I get. That's the question I have. Let's have a breakpoint. Probably delete other. Oh no. Oh. Let's do it like this. Just remove other breakpoints. It doesn't look like it actually crashes if I enter something that's not a number. Spot, extend all, and enter this. Oh, it does crash. Fully literal. Okay, value error, that's what I need to handle. Try accept. How should I do this? I guess I just have a validation method that will actually do the work. So validate put. So I take text and select section menu. Right. So selection menu is of type the menu, user input menu. Right. So try. Guess I need 2 errors. Well, 1 error I guess will be enough. So I guess in both cases I get the same error. Right. The errors, classes, classifiers, bot types, loggers, fields, buttons, errors. Valid webhook. Valid. Weak number as a string. Guess I need to show the minimum number again. This goes to errors. Okay, it's here. The error. Oh, do I actually have a place where I can set variables? I imagine there should be. Let's see. Menu item, menu context, error fields. Okay, I do have fields. Yeah. Okay, provided value is not higher than minimum number of weeks. I don't like the wording. Correct value. Number of weeks has to be number higher than this. So I can also make it bold. Right. So invalid number of weeks. So try equals the int next. Except the exception is value error. Value error. guess I can just assign weeks with 0. 0. So I try to assign it a value. If it gets an exception, well, log a warning. Yes, info. Maybe I should log a warning. Well, it should be a debug. I don't really want to get spam in my logs, because users don't know how to enter numbers. Shouldn't really be an issue. Hasn't been an issue so far. Let's see. User input, not a valid number. Okay, so I handle that exception, and then I check if weeks is less than menu. I think it's in menu variables. Menu variables. And which of these variables actually has the minimum number of weeks? Where was it? Description. Oh, it's actually description fields. Okay. Description fields. So price per week and the second value. So for 1. That case, I take the menu and add an error. Errors. There's errors. Oh, it thinks I'm calling menu. Okay, so current menu. Doesn't have errors. Oh, it's menu context. Context. Text type is not defined. Defined context. Context. Okay. This description fields is also part of the menu context, so you need. Oh, I guess I don't need itself. I need context. Context. Classes. Context. Context, which comes from menu context. Right. So now, errors. The list. If I remember correctly, I just use classifier. Classes. errors. Oh, it's classifiers. Classifiers, I mean. Classifiers. Errors. Valid week number. And context fields, error fields. Also a list consisting of only this. I actually need to return anything. I think it's gonna be fine. I just call actually I return weeks. Return weeks. What's wrong with this? Oh, bracket is missing. Okay, quantity actually will be equal to validate weeks as long text selection menu. And now I check if selection menu context errors is not none. Return selection menu. Right. I don't really check the quantity in that case. Okay, time to check if it actually works. Let's see, to run it. Extend all. Enter gibberish. Context has no attribute errors. Oh, errors. Typo. Bot. Okay. Try again. This extend all. Enter something. Okay, incorrect value. Number of weeks has to be number higher than. Ah. Well, that's not what I expected. Why doesn't it have value? How did I manage to mess this up? Payment ID. So it works fine here. Not assign error fields. Fields, that's definitely a list. Oh, it's a dictionary. How is that a dictionary? We'll look at how errors are actually displayed. Get options, title. Right, it's not none. Get error translation. Fine, it gets the error string. Oh, you can have multiple errors. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So I just used it wrong. Extend bots. That's not a list, it's actually a dictionary with error being the key. Okay, and this is actually a list. So I forgot, well, you have to wrap the list in a dictionary. Right. This list extend all gibberish, get an error number than 4. Try again. If I enter 2, same error. Right. Cancel just goes back. Good. Damn, the progress is very slow at this point. Not sure I like that. Context, text, and what's. It's okay, I validate the weeks, I get the quantity. Right. So now the quantity can be assigned to all the menu items, not menu, invoice items. Guess I can call another method. Oh, there's a list. List comprehension, it's called. That's an interesting feature. I saw a video talking about it. I wonder if documentation actually has it listed like this. List function. And there's nothing like that. Let's see. Python list comprehension. Yeah, so I do a simple mapping. Level 3 school says it. New list. I don't want to recreate it. Expression or item in so these are examples, okay. I don't really want to create a new list though. Offers a shorter syntax when you want to create a new list based on the values of an existing list. But I don't really want to create a new list. I want to use the cell. I want to update the current list. I guess that's not what I'm looking for. Guess I'll just define a method and just iterate over it. Old school. Update voice items quantity, and I take items as a list, so items as a list, and I take quantity as integer. Right. So for item in list, item is of type PayPal invoice item. So it just has a property in quantity. So quantity have assigned. That's it. So items will be from the menu context. Sure, it's assigned to menu variables. That's the list, and quantity will be quantity. Right. So I have quantities updated. Now this I should return a list. Not really sure what's the best way to do this. Well, guess I'll stick with this for now. So the next menu, so this menu should be to provide your email. I think that's the last step. Yeah. Right. I have that classifier defined for that menu. Email menu. What's email menu? So selection setup. That was this. Setup weeks. Yeah, extend bot setup menu. So new one will be bot's email. So get the menu user from here. Menu context. Menu context. Yeah, I guess I need to create a new menu context. Something like this. Alright, menu context. So what do I need to actually define? Menu items, none, that's good. Custom buttons. Cancel, it's the only button I need. Goes to the back to the list of the bots. Oh, it doesn't have anything else. Okay. On top of that, I need to pass along my item menu variables. Gets assigned from the previous menu context. Variables. So this is passed, well, this gets passed along to the last menu, where it will actually be used. Now all I need actual translations, standbot setup, selection, have a section for this. Menu. The title can be reused. Do you see a reason to change the title? Description. Actually, okay, how does it look? The old menu, the old bot. Can I manage to find it? Price per week. Email. Invalid. Please enter email address where you want to receive an invoice. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is an option. Well, it doesn't really show the total. Well, I guess I can add total later on. It's not necessary right off the bat. Yeah, so I'll just have the same message pretty much. Where should it be though? I think it should be list title. So it should look nicer if it has both list title and description. Right. And list title could be enter email, and description will just explain email will be used provided, will receive an invoice to be paid. I have no idea if this is actually grammatically correct. I would like to do a quick check. Paid, so yeah, it has to be like this. Yeah. It doesn't look right, but I guess it is what it is. Receive send. Used send an invoice. Guess that's just a different way to word it. Okay. So all of this should mean they have a new menu. Oh, what? Mentions bot setup already exists. Oh, it's not setup. Right. Bots extend and all. So now we can enter 5. Ah. Something's not working. Oh. Okay. Guess this could be used. Start the current launch. Okay. Worked. Send all. Enter 5. Okay, now I get mail provided. Will be used to send an invoice. Please enter mail. Don't really like the look of it. Maybe I should change the titles, because all of them say extend bot now. Right. I guess the last step will be validating the email, and when it's done, just send the invoice. Well, send the thing to PayPal. Right. I think I'll have to stop now. I have other things I need to do today. I guess I'll continue. I don't even know. Probably on Monday. Yeah, maybe I finish this part of extending bot. stream at some point. This is, well, it's pretty much done. Well, I don't really have, well, I only extend all option works for now. So it doesn't handle individual bots and doesn't let you, doesn't actually handle combination of bots. Like, so if I want to extend select bots, so 4 and 2 or something like that. Price per week. I guess I could enter the total. Well, I guess I can play around with this when I'm actually done. Because it would be nice to show the total amount that will be in the invoice. Maybe even list the items selected. So maybe here I list all the bots that will be in the invoice. Number higher than 4. Can I actually enter 4.2? Happens. Will work. Oh, actually. I guess it just has to be a whole number. Minus 4? 5. Or should work. Oh, it should be higher than 4. Wait, the minimum number of weeks is 4, so 4 should be good. Something's not right. Check it. The weeks. Yeah, this is not right. So 4 is not less. Wait, how is this? Doesn't sound right. Number of weeks is 4. Oh, I guess I can't use bolding in errors. It's all repeated. Errors. But this doesn't really make sense. How come 4 is less than 4? Sound right? Test, extend, and all. Select 4. Okay. Context description fields. So we have 2 fields. First one is 1.3. Second one is 4. X is 4. So now it works. Wait. So if I do what a number first, this will give exception. It gives now if I enter 4, happens now. X is 4. So this should still work fine. Oh, it doesn't clear the errors. So now it doesn't matter how much I enter. It will always get an error. Okay. So that's a good find. Think about it, since I'm reusing the same menu, I need to clear the errors. Because that's what I check. If it has any errors, just show the error. And here at the very beginning, when I start checking for errors, I should set it to none. Yeah, so errors actually get cleared before checking. Before validating, I mean. Oh, this is gonna have so many bugs. Oh, welcome back. I just found some bugs. Let's see, let's try now. There's some nonsense. Okay, now enter 4. And it's good, it passes along. So this is working. So the major complaint people have is I don't really have a way to back out of this menu currently in the production version. So I added this cancel button. So if people are just curious and selecting options. You never participated in a bug bounty program? Not really. It's something I always wanted to try, but never did. Yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, well, being able, because people just like to, well, since it is an automated bot, so you can do a bunch of things with it. Let's see, bots. So they have an option to claim, extend, and so on. So extend bot expiration date. It doesn't actually say here that it's gonna cost money. It just says that, well, if you want to extend your bots, you select this. And when people get into this menu, basically there is no way back. You have to go all the way to the end and provide all the details, because it doesn't let you go back. So yeah, it just waits for you to actually enter a number. And then, yeah, it asks for your email. Email is invalid, and basically it's stuck in the, you're stuck basically. You have to go through all the way, or you can wait for an hour. After an hour, the bot doesn't remember you anymore, and it starts the interaction from the start again. So now people will have an option to cancel out of this. I'm getting too much sleep in the afternoons these days, from 4 to 6 p.m. timeline. So I grabbed a full cup of coffee to break a loop. Ooh. Oh, I guess you have tests to prepare for, so I guess you have something to do productive, or something productive to do. Now, I can't sleep during, okay, well, you should be sleeping during the night. So, yeah, fixing your sleep schedule is a little bit annoying. There is a thing called melatonin. Melatonin is basically a sleep hormone. It basically makes you drowsy. It's what your body produces when it thinks it's time for you to go to sleep. So, people who travel a lot, and when you travel to different parts of the world, there's a thing called jet lag. Well, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. So basically how to work around it, well, so those people have a legitimate reason to fix their sleep schedule. So when you move quite a bit, the thing is, when you finally fix your sleep schedule and make a single mistake, it's back to 0 again. Yeah, they take pills. Yeah, so they take those pills with melatonin. So you can buy them at any pharmacy. They're not expensive or anything. Like the guys in the airplane crew. I guess in the airplane, the crew of an airplane, they move a little bit too often, so they just have to, well, and from what I understand, crew works on a little bit different schedule. Like, so they go out to work, they fly to their destination, and then they go back, and then they go home and sleep, something like that. My parents won't allow it. Well, and so your parents allow you to sleep during the day and don't sleep during the night. So it's not something you should be using constantly. It's something meant to help you fix your sleep schedule, because when it's messed up, you obviously don't want to go to sleep during nighttime when you're supposed to be sleeping. So it's a lot easier to, like, it's a lot faster to just force your body to go to sleep by taking some melatonin. Then you feel drowsy, then you can normally go to sleep, and in a couple of days it's gonna be back to normal. So that's one way to do it. Oh, since I have sleep issues, I experimented with all of those things myself, and it's definitely not something. Yeah, it's just a utility thing. So, you know, it definitely beats not sleeping during the night, especially if you go to your bed and just lie in your bed throughout the night. Yeah, it's not really productive. 100 messages today. Wow, haven't seen this message in a while. Right. But yeah, I'm not sure I wanna well, I guess the last step I have left here is to actually handle the email and send the actual invoice to PayPal. Also, I need to implement a selection of which bots I want to implement, to extend. Can you addict to it? Not really. I guess, well, depends on what do you call addiction. It doesn't have anything to cause physical addiction. So basically, you won't get chemically addicted like to caffeine. Caffeine actually creates an addiction response in your body, but melatonin doesn't, because it's basically your own natural hormone. Yeah, your body naturally produces. So it's not some stimulant of any sort. But there's something called psychological addiction. So you get used to taking it and you can't really stop because you're so used to taking it. So that sort of addiction, I guess it is possible, but yeah, it's not something that has anything to do with what you're taking. They look quite cheap. They are cheap. Like, it's nothing. There's nothing special inside of it. It's just a pill with some filler and some hormones. So, you know, it's a workaround if you want it fast. If you don't, like, yeah, the way you're doing it is, I guess, also fine. Someone might even call it more natural, when you just force yourself not to sleep. And yeah, well, eventually you'll be able to come back to a normal sleep schedule. Should I order it online if I need it in the future? Well, sure, you can. You can go to your local pharmacy and buy it there. I guess whichever is more convenient to you. I bought it both ways, like, so I don't really see a difference. If you're going out and going past the pharmacy, like, might as well stop by and buy some. Because it's not a prescription drug or anything. Can you tell a brand name? Whatever I use? The one I use is Pro Sen Duo. It's a Polish brand. I doubt you will find it here. It's like it's cheap and abundant. It's easy to produce. So I imagine each location has their own brand, a local brand. And here in Lithuania we have Polish stuff because it's cheaper to produce in Poland, or something like that. How many milligrams? Oh, that's a good question. Okay. Total is 14 grams and 30 pills. So my pill has 1 milligram. And I guess is very strong in that case. But 1 milligram is plenty, I'd say, from my experience. So yeah, it has a description. Well, it's all in Polish, so it's not that easy to read. I imagine it should be a Lithuanian description somewhere. But yeah, I don't really... Made in Finland? That's Finlandia, but I don't believe that. I can only find 10 milligrams once on Amazon India. Oof, those are quite strong in that case. Yeah, if you take that with 10 milligrams, I imagine you would struggle to stay awake quite a bit. Because with 1 milligram, yeah, you can push, you can start feeling sleepy, but yeah, you don't really. Well, you can basically ignore 1 milligram ones, the ones I have, if you really want to, if you have to. Imagine if you take 10 milligrams, yeah, just stronger. I'm not sure how much stronger that would feel. I think it's 1 milligram. Let me check. Let me Google the ones I have. Prosen Duo. Yeah, so this is the 1 melatonin. Yeah, it says 1 milligram melatonin inside. So this is our local pharmacy. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. % off. Oh, it costs 8 euros. I don't remember paying that much for it. Might be a bit of a rip-off. Oh, this one is even more expensive. Okay, well, I guess it's not that cheap. I thought it cost like a couple of euros. My browser just froze up. My whole system just froze up. What? Guess my PC needs Amazon.in. I think I've been here before. Let's see. Not really used to using Amazon. Search field. Actually have this? Don't. Something unrelated. Melatonin. Milligram there, that's a little bit strong. Milligram. 6 with well other vitamins. Oh, there's 3 milligrams. Seems more reasonable. 75. I think they are talking about the total. I saw 75, but oh, there's 2 milligrams. Wait, where was that 75? Definitely remember seeing it. Yes, this one. Yeah, but you see, it's 3 milligrams per pill. Oh, this is something else. So melatonin is 3 milligrams. It is a combination. It has multiple things. Tagara, whatever Tagara is. Oh, this looks like it has nothing else but melatonin. What about violet one? Strips? Talking about this? I'm not sure. Well, you can ask your parents if they... Well, the strips, I'm not sure how the strips work. Well, I never used strips myself, so I'm not sure what's the benefit, if there is any. Well, I guess you don't need to drink anything. Yeah, but 5 milligrams is a lot, I would say, still. I might even go for something very mild, 2 milligrams. And even that can be split in half. We have highest buy rate. Well, maybe. Yeah, I didn't even check the ratings. Melatonin spray, wow. Yeah, 10 milligrams seem to be dominant, but I don't think that much. I'm pretty sure mine doesn't have anything else. Oh, I guess it has magnesium. Let's see. Rose and Duo. I guess Duo, that's where it comes from. Yeah, it has magnesium, 120 milligrams of magnesium, because magnesium is also needed for sleep. Well, with the spray, I guess you just spray it in your mouth. Well, because you need to consume it somehow. I guess in theory, maybe it's possible to spray it in your eyes, but I don't think that would be comfortable. And yeah, maybe it's not the best way to do it. Because who knows, well, if it's only melatonin, I guess it would be fine to get into your bloodstream through your eyes, but yeah. Not like this, exactly, yeah, not like this. Well, there was a Rick and Morty episode, if you watch through all of the episodes where to wake up after drinking, when Rick had a hangover, he grew something and squished like a bug that he grew in a dish, in a petri dish, into his eyes. You could spray some in the diffuser. Not sure. That doesn't sound like a good idea. That would. It seems like everyone in the house would become very sleepy in that case. Also, you don't want to be continuously consuming it. It's like something you consume once, then go to sleep, and by the time you wake up, it's already out of your system. Yeah, you make it a diffuser and everyone becomes very drowsy and sleepy. I guess it could be done. Not sure why you would want it, because it's not like something that will knock you out. It will just make you tired and sleepy. So you just will feel like you want to go to sleep. It won't actually make you fall asleep. Yeah, so you will just, yeah, you will just feel like going to sleep. At least that's my experience. Maybe if you take 10 milligrams, maybe the effect is stronger. 2 milligram oral spray. Yeah, 10 milligrams is a lot. Day 3 should be the top. I don't know. I know the feeling, a feeling, but it doesn't arrive in the night and suddenly get feeling in the day. Yeah, I know. That's the point. That's why you take it when you want to go to sleep. So you get that feeling, and like in a couple of days, your body just gets used to going to sleep at that time, and it starts producing melatonin by itself. So that's why you don't feel like going to sleep, because your body doesn't produce melatonin at that time. So this is how you fix it using this. And during the day, since it's used to going to sleep during that time, then it starts producing melatonin, and yeah, that's why you feel like you want to go to sleep. Yeah, it seems like there's plenty of choice. But yeah, I'd say I wouldn't go for 10 milligrams. That seems a bit strong. Like 3 milligrams seems fine. I'm sure if well, it's such a widespread product that might even some of your family might even have it. Yeah, maybe you should ask. Well, who knows? Maybe. That's just a guess. But yeah, it's like a workaround, I guess. Right, but I think I'm done for today. I'll have to finish this extension option. I think that's the last option I have on this menu. So yeah, I don't think I will have any other. Oh, editing. Editing will be a thing, which is not implemented yet. I guess I can do editing after I'm done with creation of new bot, and they will reuse the same functionality. Oh, my family doesn't want to take medicine unless it can be fixed naturally. That's Aura. Our Matra. I see. Well, you know, melatonin is natural. Like, it is the thing your body produces. It's not like a medication that exploits some response in your body. It is like, it's just the thing your body produces by itself, just doesn't produce it at the right time. Well, you know. So, you know, it's not the same. Maybe you can read about it a little bit more. What melatonin is, how it works, how much you actually need. Maybe 10 milligrams isn't too much. I can say dopamine is natural and take drugs. Well, drugs don't really contain dopamine itself. Drugs exploit your chemistry to produce dopamine. So as a result of taking drugs, your body produces dopamine and you feel happy, I guess. Yeah, it's drugs are not dopamine. Drugs are, well, as far as I know. So, yeah. I might be mistaken here, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Vira's why? Hello. Welcome back, I guess. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I guess I changed the time I stream on. I guess that's not surprising. But yeah, I think I'll have to get back to this later. Router was broken for a week. Oh, that sucks. It's like when you don't have an internet, how do you order a new router? That's another problem you need to solve. That's That's why I have 3 internet connections. I have my mobile, I have my backup, and I have my main internet connection. How are you even alive? Well, yeah. A week is a long time to go without internet. This is... Yeah, this menu is a lot. Phone data, but that's not enough for watching streams and videos. Yeah, phone data, yeah, if you burn through that pretty quickly if you're watching streams. But yeah, I have to go now. Probably no stream tomorrow. And I'll be back on Monday. Hopefully on Monday I will have a plan for the database thing. Because I want to do some research in advance, not just want to jump in and wing it, as I do usually. Because I don't really like the result. I don't think it produces quality. No night stream too? Well, not today. So on Monday. So if it's gonna be, well, for you it's nighttime, for me it's just an evening. But yeah, it's gonna be an evening stream on Monday when I do the database thing. On the morning streams like this, I will always be working on this configuration bot, well, until it's done. Then I'll switch. Well, I have other plans that I need to do. I need to actually implement some changes to the kill bot. It's one of the bots you can set up that I want to make. So that will be next, and that's something people were asking for a long time also. So they want to have so basically when the bot messages where is it? Show killbot test examples. So killbot examples. So now when people get the message about the kill in game like this, so people want to know the prices of each item as well. So what's the value of all the loot? So I want to add this, like have a total value, and maybe have individual items priced as well. Oh, okay. By the way, my internship company got hacked. I'll tell you the rest of the story on Monday. We did not get much data leaked though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. That being hacked. Well, getting hacked always sucks. It just it's good that nothing terrible happened, like your servers got encrypted or something like that, or data deleted. Yeah, it's getting some ransomware is, I imagine, quite annoying, and you don't really have much choice. You basically have to pay if you want your data back, because having a solution where everything is backed up and ready to go for cases like that is very expensive. But in any case, I won't. It's like I'm gonna go on a tangent again, which I don't really want to do. That was through free Discord Nitro link. Oh, those things. Yeah, this. Yeah, it is a problem on Discord. I guess it's a problem in each social network, I guess. Yeah, but on Discord it feels a little bit more personal on Discord. So when you get a message on Discord, you're kind of more inclined to check it out. It doesn't feel that threatening right off the bat, but it is as dangerous as anything else on the internet. Well, okay, I need to go, so see you on Monday.